It's a brand new week and a brand new opportunity to smell the coffee and a brand new week to go out there and be great. You're watching Smell the Coffee with Diana Master and Glenn Rashipura. How you doing, baby girl?
I'm doing very well.
You look so lovely in pink.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, it's like you're waiting for me.
Yes, I was. I was like, if this girl
doesn't say
anything about my dress, I was going to tell you it has pockets.
It has pockets. There's a girl that made a song about it.
It has pockets.
Yeah.
But it's a thing. It's a win.
When someone is like, hey, I like your dress, and she goes, thanks.
It has pockets.
Yeah.
But it's a win, guys. If you get a dress and it has pockets,
the best thing ever. So anyway, speaking of dresses, you know of dress rot.
We have been hearing about it on the socials.
I think everybody in Namibia knows about dress rot. For those of you that don't know, for those of you that have been living under a rock, Roberto Schultz, the Namibian designer, was receiving heat because of one bride, Aune. So Aune basically asked Roberto to make her a dress and paid Roberto some big money. Only for the dresses to not be delivered up to standard. They were not up to standard. They were below par, right? So now, Roberto's assistant has came on the socials yesterday and said some pretty damaging stuff. Let's take a look. So she said, we gave that little followers from 15K to 22 plus.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Who?
That's Roberto's assistant. That's what Roberto's assistant posted. All right? To which they now, that's the assistant again saying they want to apologize for the tweet. I reposted earlier. Looking back at it now, I realized it was not appropriate and it doesn't look right at all. I reacted in the moment and I shouldn't have shared something that could come across as mocking or insensitive. I take full responsibility for it and I'm truly sorry to anyone who felt uncomfortable or disrespected by what I posted. And then Roberto came on and gave his perspective. He said, anyone who knows me truly knows me and understands that I've been on the receiving end of bullying since I was a child. It shaped me in many ways and it's something I've had to grow through. Because of that, it is the very last thing I would ever support or stand behind. I do not condone bullying in any form, in any space or toward any person. I won't allow my name to be associated with it and I distance myself completely from anything that encourages or resembles it. And then he went on to say, oh, there's a second part. I do apologize for that picture. But anyway, so that was what Roberto was saying. He said that he fired the assistant. I also want to be clear that I have taken action regarding the tweet made by my assistant. I've dealt with the situation accordingly, and unfortunately, she can no longer be part of the group. That is not what we stand for, and I cannot allow behavior that misrepresents who I am or what I believe in. It's honestly frightening that we live in a time where anyone can narrate a story and make it believable enough that even I get shocked reading some of the things being said.
Oh.
So people were then on the social saying, you know what? So there were those that were saying, or rather saying Roberto allowed this behavior, or basically saying, so that means this is how they talk about their clients behind closed doors. And then other people came out and said, no, you cannot attach somebody's, because if I come and say something bad, now it's being linked to you because
now it's
Glenora and Diana are always together, or Diana's Glenora's assistant. But then again, you're not responsible for what I say.
Exactly. But I also like his stance on it, I have to say. We don't even need to get into the dress rot and what that is, but just this particular situation, how he handled it. He saw something, he said it's not a representative of my culture or the culture that I want to foster in my business, and I'm going to take decisive action. Yeah. And it's very clear. You know what I'm saying? He said, this is wrong, and I'm not going to condone it in my business.
My problem was her apology. It didn't sound like an apology at all.
Because how if I make it come off as insensitive, what is it? If I make have come off as insensitive?
Basically to say if anyone felt, it's like, no, not if anyone felt, you know what you said was wrong. You know you guys did this girl dirty, right? The least you can do is not say anything. Think it or talk about it with your friends. Don't come on the socials and say it when you guys are already receiving heat. And now people are still coming for Roberto and saying, oh, but how do we know that he really fired her and whatever. So I feel like now, yes, the whole dress rot thing happened, but people are still looking for ways to hate Roberto. You understand?
There's still, like you said, there's still heat.
They still heat.
Yes.
So for you as my assistant to go out and even bring some more heat, it's like, why would you do that?
Girl, read the room.
Read the room.
Read the damn room.
Like, how? How are you going to come on the socials and say things like that? So I was reading some of the comments and people were saying the fact
How
that...
young is she, if I may ask?
I don't know.
Yeah.
People were coming on the socials and saying the fact that her profile picture is of trash cans should show you what kind of person she is. I said, ooh.
There by the socials, they'll drag you. Don't just go out there and say things on social media and not be ready to receive.
Exactly.
The other end of that.
That's the thing. And you guys have to remember, social media never forgets. The minute anything has been posted, people don't forget. You may go and delete, but people have already taken screenshots.
Yes.
And what English is this?
We screenshot it. Yes, we screenshot it. It was come on. I know. We did a grammar lesson here. Was it a week ago? Oh. Now I'm screenshotted.
This is not a representation of me. I distance myself from Glenora Shipura at this point in time because haibo. You see, now it's reflecting badly on me, Glenn. How dare you?
It was meant as a joke, guys.
As a joke, as a yoke. The same way you call me Diana.
Yeah, Diana missed it.
It's fine. We push. But anyway, so that was what the people were saying on the socials. So we want to hear you guys' opinions. What do you guys think of this whole situation? Should we really still come for Roberto because you guys are assuming that this is how he speaks about his clients behind closed doors? Or do we still stand with him with what he did, distancing himself and saying, this is not what I stand for, I do not condone this behavior, and taking decisive action? What do you guys think about this whole situation? We would like to hear your opinion. And on that note, we will be right back with some more interesting top stories. Stick around. Getting into our top stories, you guys know if there's a ChatGPT or AI story, I am on top of it. Wake up, sweetie, and smell the roses because newspapers are now being written by ChatGPT. So Pakistan's leading English daily Dawn, launched by Muhammad Ali Jinnah in 1941, has become the talk on the internet after it printed a response from an AI tool in one of its reports. Expectedly, many have been marking the newspaper for the rookie mistake ever since. The news story, titled "Auto Sales Rev Up in October," bylined by Ace Business reporter Amir Shafat Khan, reports a strong rise in vehicle sales. According to the story, car, van, pickup and SUV sales increased by 32% compared to last year. The growth was highlighted across major manufacturers including Toyota, Honda, Suzuki and Hyundai. At the end of the printed story, an unexpected paragraph appeared which ChatGPT usually suggests to its users. At the end of the printed story, an unexpected paragraph appeared. It said, "If you want, I can also create an even snappier front page style version with snappier one-line stats and a bold infographic ready layout. Perfect for maximum reader impact. Do you want me to do that next?" Mostly, reporters are careful enough to delete this paragraph before sending the story to the text. This time, the paragraph was overlooked. Later on, the desk also overlooked the paragraph. It is, however, not clear whether the paragraph was from the reporter or the sub-editor. ChatGPT, however, suggested, with good intent, reformatting the story to make it more visually appealing. Its accidental inclusion pointed to an editorial oversight. Now, after the mistake was noticed, readers shared images of the printed page online. Many found it amusing to see a behind-the-scenes glimpse of how news stories are prepared. Now, as the ChatGPT paragraph made headlines on social media, the Dawn editorial was quick to fix the error in the digital and e-paper editions. Despite the printing error, the main article itself was accurate and detailed. It provided a clear picture of Pakistan's auto sector growth in October. This incident shows the growing use of ChatGPT in the newsrooms across the world, which is mainly due to a lack of motivation among staffers due to low wages and no promotion prospects. The backlash, of course, reached the newspaper's editor, who corrected the error in the online version of the report. The online version now carries an editor's note saying this report published in today's Dawn was originally edited using AI, which is in violation of our current AI policy, it stated, before adding the original report also carried AI-generated artifact text from the editing process, which has been edited out in the digital version. The note added that an internal investigation is underway and expressed regret for the violation of the company's AI policy.
You know what is so interesting about this, Nick? You know that a news article goes through so many hands before
That's the
it
thing.
goes to print.
That's the thing.
It goes through so many hands. We can't just say Diana is the journalist,
Yeah.
so therefore she is to be blamed.
There's a sub-editor and an editor.
There's a designer.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, the
They just
designer
throw it on.
is-
They just throw it on. But even when it's designed, you go look at it. There's so many steps. There is so many steps.
It's just giving, you know what, I'm tired. It's a Sunday. This paper needs to be out tomorrow. Yo, chat. You put in the facts, write me an engaging, captivating article to
Or
put in the
edit this.
newspaper.
We don't even know if
Yeah.
it's maybe because maybe they are throwing the journalist.
list, yeah.
Perhaps
That
it was
time it's the editor.
Yeah, who was like, edit this for me.
Yeah, make it snappy or whatever.
Yes,
I didn't like how he wrote it, so let's put it in ChatGPT.
Exactly.
Guys, please be careful when you use chat. I told you guys one dead giveaway sign is the
that-
hyphen.
But apparently now you can actually
Tell chat.
Yes, but in your, not necessarily in the, like there's a part in your settings, in your ChatGPT settings,
Okay.
where you can give it instructions. Don't use dashes. Don't
Okay.
like.
'Cause
And then
and
you don't need to.
emojis.
Yeah, so you don't need to give it like instructions every time you like don't use dashes.
For me,
so you
it's
just have it in
emojis.
your settings.
Guys, we know when something is AI generated. We know.
But it's also okay to say this was co-written with ChatGPT.
They can't, because there's already that threat of people's jobs on the line. So the minute you say, oh, hey, we're using ChatGPT, there's going to be an uproar. You know there's already an uproar about AI artists, AI actresses.
Oh my word, the AI artist is so crazy. I
Yeah.
listened to a song of Omalay on YouTube, and then I was like, this is a different kind of sound for him.
It was an AI generated.
And then I'm like, this is not even his official channel. What is
Yeah.
this? And then I'm just like, all this AI generated, which are really good. I was enjoying the song.
But I think there needs to be some policy.
Because you can't
now,
even use Diana's name and whatnot and you say this is her music or
this
whatever.
is her music.
Yes.
Do you know right now in Korea there's a big uproar because one of the members of BTS, Jungkook, is receiving heat because he was apparently caught walking home with a woman. And you know, like dating in Korea is like a big no-no. It's like, how dare you date when you are supposed to be our boyfriend? And then now people are coming out and saying, actually, it's AI.
What?
The original video allegedly was him walking home alone, and then
then
somebody.
Oh, I see now. We need to have a policy.
There needs to be a policy. There needs to
Or
be
policies
something.
actually,
Yeah.
and governments need to take charge of this.
Yes.
It's not a tool that you just freely give
It
to
is
the
terrifying.
masses.
Why are you using my face? Why are you like this? Is damaging my reputation. Is damaging my brand. Because now, if you can AI, okay, fine. You might think, oh, it's harmless. It was just him walking home with a woman or whatever. But what if I take Glenora's picture and generate it in the video? Now Glenora is receiving hate. That time you're at home, you don't even know what's going on.
Somebody actually gave me like a little video that they took of just my pictures of Facebook using AI, and it's like whatever. But that one you could see it's AI. But I'm just saying, if with a little bit of tweaking, it could look
Don't use
like
my
I did
face.
that. Anyways, speaking of something that I guess doesn't concern the face, in our next story, a doctor has opened up about the phenomenon dubbed winter penis.
Oh.
We're well into November now, which means some countries are staring down the barrel of winter, and with winter comes cold temperatures. However, what some may not realize is that the cold weather can have some curious side effects for men. It's a phenomenon as old as humans themselves, with most men experiencing at some point the extreme shrinkage of their chap downstairs. In concurrence with Men's Health Awareness Month, Dr. Donald Grant, GP, and a senior clinical advisor from the Independent Pharmacy spoke about the matter and revealed the cause. Dr. Grant said, with temperatures falling, men might start to notice some changes in the size of their genitals. While it's not something to be worried about, understanding why it occurs can provide men with important clarity on their penile health. He explained winter penis is the body's temporary response to the drop in temperatures, which causes the pain and testicles to shrink, the penis rather, and testicles to shrink in size. It occurs due to restricted blood flow as the body prioritizes other more essential areas to maintain warmth, such as vital organs found in our core. Now, the testicles shrink so they remain as close to the body as possible to stay warm. It's a completely natural reaction to harsh temperatures and can happen to men of all ages. The reaction can last as long as the body is exposed to cold temperatures, with size returning to normal once the body returns to a warmer, more comfortable state. Dr. Grant also warned of the risk of erectile dysfunction as a result of exposure to the cold. While cold weather and the winter penis cannot directly cause erectile dysfunction, ED, they can still impact men's ability to achieve and maintain erections, impacting sex life and confidence.
Oh,
That's
crazy. It's giving, I'm a grower, not a shower.
Sure. And I was just saying, like,
Wow.
maybe you met him in winter. Maybe you met him in winter.
I mean,
I didn't know it was a thing, actually.
I've heard something
Like
like that.
Really?
Yeah, but I thought it was the other way around. Because I've seen, men get erections even when they're not aroused.
Yes.
And again, it's just a bodily function, normal
Yeah.
bodily function.
Wow, that is so crazy.
Yeah,
No, I was just shocked
I think
to
if
hear.
they get cold, if men get cold, they do get
They need
an
to, like-
erection. I don't know
Yeah.
what the science is behind it, or the biology behind it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying now, for some men out there, like, if they ask you what's going on, it's just like, I'm cold.
I'm cold. That's just how it is. It's so crazy how the human body works to
It's so
protect us.
crazy.
Do
Yeah.
you know that when you're in, have you seen that when you spend a lot of time in water, you get like wrinkles?
Yes.
Do you know that's apparently to help you grip better? Yes.
Oh my word, so that you're not...
So you're not sliding and slipping.
Yes, it's a survival mechanism.
Yes, it's a survival mechanism. And I think that's just so crazy.
I love it.
The fact that our bodies adapt. That's why even when your body goes in starvation mode, your body starts pulling energy from everywhere else. It's just so interesting. But nevertheless, that brings us to the end of our top stories. Now we are talking Katutura Fashion Week and all we can expect. So let's have a look at that interview. The 7th edition of the Katutura Fashion Week is taking place from the 21st to the 22nd of November. And here to give us a little more insight on the event is Wesley Gaingob. Wesley, how are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. All right, so let's get into Katutura Fashion Week. First of all, 7 years. That's not something that's easily achievable. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
All right, now let's talk about the core vision and mission behind Katutura Fashion Week and why and how does the 7th edition reflect that?
First, when I say we are very honored and very humbled to be working with for 7 years long run. It hasn't been easy. We have some rocky stages within the 7 years, but we're quite happy that we are so far here. What makes it more unique this year is we have more collaborations.
Okay.
We have more. We have stepped a bit far from what we had done for the last 6 years.
Okay.
So this year we have more dynamics.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about how the event has grown and evolved since the very start. Obviously you guys, like you're saying, you're doing something different this year from the last 6 years, but how has the event grown in the last 6 years?
The event has been quite kicking. We had, with the start, we were only having few here and there hiccups and that. But then, since we have went so far with our industry, with collaborations with designers, sponsorships, and so forth, we had so many. Right now, we have so many sponsors, to say the least. And then we also have designers abroad. And seeing the vision and expanding the whole Cultural Fashion Week for this year, it's quite very heartwarming, and we are just happy to see how it goes.
Awesome. Okay, can you tell us about some of the Namibian designers? And of course, like you said, you are going to have some international designers gracing us with their presence. What can we expect from their showcases this year? And yeah, so just basically walk us through that. Who are some of the designers to look out for? Who are some of the international designers that are coming this year?
To say, with naming, I'm not that that's not my department, but we have College of Art students, first years and second years, and then we have own established designers, and then with international we have South Africa, Zambia, France, Angola, and German.
Wow,
Yes.
that is amazing. You guys are bringing in someone from everywhere.
We are trying to do everything as possible.
Okay, all right. So why would you say such collaborations are important?
It's very quite important because it allows, as youth, because we are trying to focus more on the youth, so they're also bringing their dynamic and own creations, so we can also help them, because in our creative industry we are not that we are not that given that platform to shine as much as other countries do. So Cultural and MTC are the main head industries that allow designers and creative people to market their ideas and to showcase their talent.
Okay, so now this event seems to blend fashion, music, media, everything all in once. It's wrapped with a nice big bow. How important is this fusion in creating the overall experience?
With the overall experience, we can say it's quite big warm of anticipation. We are so grateful and we are so honored, and with everything that we have done and everything that we are still gonna do, we are just so happy and satisfied with everything that's need to become or that needs to be done within the long run.
Okay, let's talk about the tickets. Now, obviously, you guys are selling the tickets in tiers, right? And you're even giving a special discount to students. Why was it so important for you guys to make this event accessible to a younger audience?
As I said before in the previous question that you asked, we are trying to reach out to younger or everyone in particular, but our main focus is about to empower young and creatives. So we have been doing the tickets for students and kiddies for different prices. So for students, we have $100 where you provide your student card for you to get it. And for kiddies, if you are below age of 12, then you have access to a $50 ticket.
Okay, and then for the adults, for the
and
regular
for the
ticket?
adults, we have two. We have the front row, which is the VIP, which is $250, and then we have the $150, which is the general ticket.
I see, all right. Now, what can attendees expect from the red carpet? Because, you know, people are going to come dressed to the nines, trying to impress, and the main show. So what is going to make it a unique and memorable night?
Also that last week we had a media launch whereby we invited all media and all celebrities and so forth for us to tell them the vision and just to give them a tea of what we are going to do. So we also had a bit of a runway happening that day, but then what is expected for this red carpet is all glitz and glamour.
Ooh.
You just need to come with your elegant outfit to be ready for all media, because we have media. We have Energy 100, we have IUM, and we have also Touch FM, and then we have also some other televisions like.
You have us, NTV.
We do have you.
We are going to be there live and in color.
Exactly. We do have you, and we are so proud that you are still going to help, or you are still collaborating with us. So I'm glad to have you guys on board.
We are glad to be on board. All right, now looking back and looking beyond this year, what is the long-term impact you hope Katutura Fashion Week will have on the local fashion industry and creative community in Namibia?
The long impact, I would just say trying to help others to also expand our business also, because this is a two-way marketing industry. So we also we receive, and then we also give back to the community. So it's just a give and get thing.
Okay, all right. So it works both ways.
Both
it's a give
ways.
and take.
Yes.
I see. All right. And finally, what would you like to tell our audience? What is going to encourage them to come? And of course, I'm pretty sure people do have questions about where they can get their tickets.
Yes, where you can get your tickets, or where you can purchase your tickets, is you can get your tickets as a model, any model store countrywide, and then you can also get your tickets from us.
Okay.
There's also a number. You can just go onto our Instagram page, Katutura Fashion Week, and then you can get the director, or you can also contact me personally.
All
yes.
righty, and that's where we can get the tickets. Where's the event taking place?
The event is taking at Franco, Namibia's center.
Okay, at the FNCC.
FNCC, yes.
All right, Wesley, thank you so much. Once again, congratulations on making 7 years. We're wishing you guys many, many more successful years of course, bringing fashion and doing your part to give back to the community.
We are very much humble and delighted. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, and that brings us to the end of today's episode of Smell the Coffee. For me, Diana Master, it's goodbye. I love you guys so much. I had to say goodbye twice. Thank you so much for joining us this morning on Smell the Coffee, and for, of course, allowing us to entertain you and start your morning with some bizarre celebrity entertainment, fashion, everything, the unserious news. From me, Diana Master, and from Glenora Shapura, we do hope you have yourselves a fantastic, beautiful Monday.